Hello, I bring you greetings both from our Next Gen and Follow teams, and want to thank you for your leadership and your generosity as members of the General Board. God has blessed us to be able to currently report that we have 3,500 confirmed registrations for Follow, with about 800 additional that are in our registration system as incompletes or those that are in process. So that means we have about 4,300 that are in our registration system today. Now, if you remember in 2019, that was actually our total number. Our goal for this year of 6,000, we believe is still attainable. And we want to see as many middle schoolers and high schoolers and next gen leaders there as possible. Also, a reminder that we have a young adult track this year. We also have a leader track for those who are not serving in the next gen realm. And we believe that those folks that we've targeted that are not in middle school, high school, and next gen have helped us to get to that 4,300 as of this point. But we do believe there's a lot of work still to be done to reach our 6,000 number goal. In talking with our finance team, we recognize that we need to get around 4,500 paid participants to break even. Currently, the number that I gave you, 300 of those registrants are people who are part of our team, volunteers, scholarship individuals, as well as our speakers and our bands. So we got some work to do, and we'll need your help in doing that by helping us through praying, promoting, and partnering. And I'll talk more about that in just a moment. Now, at this point, we've raised about $250,000, and about 75,000 we have that we're preparing to raise to get us to about $325,000. Now, here's how I would encourage you to consider helping. First is with prayer. Man, like we know we must embrace dependence on the Holy Spirit for this. We have a prayer team that meets every Tuesday night from 8:30 to 9. We also have a monthly prayer gathering that we'd love for you to consider being a part of one or both of those. And if you can't, maybe you could figure out your own prayer rhythm that you can do to support students, leaders, and families. We can provide you links to the things that I mentioned before. Secondly, we need you to help us promote Follow. We only really have about 3 weeks left of registration for those who will be in hotels. So these next several weeks will be pivotal. If you could reach out to your local church, to your district to encourage people to register, encourage them to bring as many students, young adults, and leaders as possible, it would be incredible. Now, lastly, we need your help partnering. Now, I know it never is easy to talk about like giving and resources and money, but the truth is, in order for us to get as many students and leaders to Follow as possible, we'll need you to help us in partnership. Now, could you consider encouraging organizations and maybe businesses that you have influence with, maybe people who share our mission, our vision, and our values? Would you be willing to encourage them to consider being a sponsor? We have a sponsor packet that we can make available to you that has details. Also, what might be even more critical is we've launched this idea of building a Send a Student to Follow fund and transportation grants. And we've already scholarshiped about 100 students and leaders, but we believe we can do so much, much more. Now, originally, when I pitched the idea of Send a Student to Follow and these transportation grants, there was like a lot of excitement. Like heads were nodding, people were in agreement of the concept because I think we all know how important Follow is. But if I could be honest, I've been a little disappointed with the response practically. And I shared with Ed that maybe it's partially because of how we've promoted it through word of mouth and a few emails. But I'd like for you to consider personally, sending a student to Follow. There's a fund that we have just for that, or maybe giving to our transportation grant to help get churches and leaders to this event. My goal is that we would get 50 new givers for a total of somewhere around 12,500 in scholarships and about 10,000 in transportation grants. Both of those links can be provided for you today if you're open to give. Now you also know other people who have capacity to give. So my second ask is that you would consider having a conversation with someone else of influence and letting them know about this vision, letting them know about this conference, letting them know about the need to get people there and ask them to consider to give as well. Now, we sincerely believe God is using a Follow and its credibility to be more than just a conference. Like it is more than just a catalytic event. And so we want it to be something that is a resource between our international conferences. And so we're building something called Follow the Call. It is a platform that will be launched at Follow in December. And it's something that we're going to use between the international conferences as a place to create and curate resources around calling. And so we want to say to you, as we prepare for December, we're already thinking about 2025, where we'll have 4 regional follows. We're also looking forward to announcing our city for 2026. We've narrowed it down to 2, and we hope to make that announcement really soon. So pray for our team as we prepare to go back to Cincy this Thursday and Friday for our final site visit, to pray, to plan, and to prepare for this incredible event. We sincerely believe that God is going to meet us there, not just this week, but in December, where He's going to do exceedingly and abundantly above all we could ask or imagine. And I want you to know it's an honor to serve in this role, and I truly consider it a blessing to serve alongside of each of you. If my team or if I can answer any questions or serve you in any way, please don't hesitate in letting us know how we can do that. God bless you.